They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott from the gun. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Number 21.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
the Cowboys.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
56. Mike, go, get out there.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Gordon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
tackle made.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. You got three down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist. Undercrush.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 17, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Big ass. Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 15.
They run it here with Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Melvin Gordon on the carry. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Throwing his Wentz. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 87's getting the ball, 87's getting the ball. Check 9. 40. 81. You got tight right there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now 4th down and 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
4-yard line.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here.
First down.
Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
First down, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Prescott.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He didn't even trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's going to make our score 15-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 15, Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Anthony Miller.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Bears take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
56. Mike, 56.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
41-yard line. A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick pass out to Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
That's trash. Let's find 7. 56, Mike, 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through.
Makes the score.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
With the give to
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 39, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's brought down at the
that one goes for 8 yards.
8 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 56. Prescott on first down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 12. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left sideline is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To number 16.
He got 29 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Cowboys 18, Bears 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Prescott now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 13, Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. 55 Mike, 55.
To throw his wins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At his 48-yard
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got this down to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.